On to the next one. On to the next one. Genesis, That's All. Reached number 16. Second appearance of Phil Collins on the album. I need to probably get into more Genesis. Aren't they meant to be touring again this year? Is that back on now?
Yeah, Genesis back on the Domino tour. They will be at Leeds First Direct Arena, I believe, in November. Obviously, they started in the late 60s, all met up at university, fronted very differently in the early part of the 70s up until about 76 by Peter Gabriel. And then he left, at which point Phil Collins stepped out from behind the drums and took vocals. Phil then did leave in the early 90s, and they had one album where they had another vocalist in from the band Stiltskin, who had a minor couple of hits in the early 90s. But after that point, they didn't record anything for a number of years. One of the reasons Phil left and stopped recording solo himself was that those years of drumming sort of have left him tone deaf. Intriguingly, with the last Domino tour that's going to be happening later on this year, all the adverts seem to show Phil sat down throughout the adverts. Now, it seems a strange concert if he's going to be sat down. I'm not aware of any sort of leg problems that he may have, or mobility problems he may have. But yeah, I mean, I've got a great back catalogue stretching back to the mid 70s of stuff that's commercial. Everything from mid 70s prior is a bit prog rock. If you like that sort of genre, that's great. I personally do. I've got a lot of the early stuff. I've got a lot of the later stuff, the 80s stuff. Genesis is one of those bands, I guess, like Phil Collins, that's a bit like Marmite. Not very popular to some, but other people love. I would fall into that camp where I think Genesis and Phil Collins are both good in their own rights of what they do. This song was written by the band in an attempt to write a simple pop song in the style of the Beatles. And apparently Phil Collins stated that he was trying to imitate Ringo Starr's style of drumming whilst he was recording the song.